Have you ever wondered what happened to Lance Von Erich? Find out in his book, Lance by Chance, Wrestling as a Von Erich. You'll read stories about Chris Adams, Ric Flair, and Billy Jack Haynes. And of course, the Von Erich family themselves. Get your book today at lancebychance.com or on Amazon.
Attention, all you sausage heads and all you chumps out there. You are now listening to the Wrestleville podcast. And this your boy Big Ramp holding it down with Vince.
You're listening to the Wrestleville podcast. I'm your host, Vincent Berry, and today's guest is Big Ramp, wrestling personality, wrestler, manager, and extraordinaire. Big Ramp, how you doing?
Yeah, and I'm the number one raffle man in all of professional wrestling. Don't leave that part out too. I wear so many hats wrestling wise now. It is what it is. I'm in there. I'm just doing the thing. It is what it is. Hey man, what's up, Vinny?
Oh, I'm good, and I'm glad to have you on. It's been a while since we've talked. We did an interview for my website. It's been a couple years now, but
oh yeah.
But that was fun, and I always enjoy going back and reading that too because it's if people are familiar with you and they read the article, they get it. It's very humorous, and some of the things that you say in the story, it's just, I don't know, I just get a laugh every time I read it.
Hey man, sometimes, it is what it is. Like, life has a way of being funny sometimes, so you got to be able to roll with it and, make stuff happen. So, like, especially that first interview we did back then, man, that was at a real strange crossroads in my professional wrestling career when you called me around that time. So that was a good thing. That was a good thing.
That was about 2000, I think it was 2017, right? It was about fall of 2017.
Something like that, like 16, 17, something like that. I know it's been a little minute.
So what's been happening since then? What are you doing in the wrestling scene? I know you're active in the Gulf Coast region. I know you're very busy in several different states in wrestling. Tell us what you're doing.
I'm basically wrestling wise, I'm a hitman for hire. You know what I'm saying? So if they call, I'm coming out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I manage a lot of wrestlers. So, we move in BRE. Wherever they book it, we in there. Like all the way around the country, we in the mix. But the thing is, we've been working towards like overall branding because they got a lot of stuff that we initiated in wrestling that other people have kind of taken and ran with, and everybody knows it come from us. So, but it is what it is.
When you mention that, when you talk about the branding, what are some of the things that you guys are doing or trying to do?
Since BRE's inception 12 years ago, we have been branding professional wrestlers. We put them in mainstream things, like, like movies, television, music videos, just to increase the visibility. Like, because, I come from entertainment. I come from like music and movies and all that in the wrestling. Most people don't know that about my background because I kind of kept it under wraps when I got into wrestling because I wanted them to take me at face value and not try to just use the things that I've done before to to do it. Like, like I wanted them to know that I was there because I have an actual love and passion for the sport. Like, and it wasn't just me trying to just get involved with wrestling just because I thought it was, something, a money thing or something like that. Like I've been in love with wrestling since a kid. So.
Right. And, you said you manage a lot of, wrestlers. Give us a list of the guys that you've worked with because, from our last conversation, it's quite the list.
I done managed over 107 clients around the country, and out of the 107, we didn't want gold with at least like 91 of them. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? And that's just like in regional promotions and, and just promotions around the country. But then, I got my hot nine. Like, you know what I'm saying? I call it my hot nine because they like, that's the world champions, like, that I managed like in the NWA and AIWF and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Recognized world champions. So I got like 9 of them. You know what I'm saying? So we've been doing all right. Like we really been doing all right. So we just been really just keeping things moving because it's a process, especially with this wrestling stuff.
So, we had the pandemic and, I guess the shutdown started, March or April or so of 2020. How did that affect you guys? You're based in the Gulf Coast. Would you like to just tell the fans of what you experienced, where you're at, and the promotions that you work in?
Well, in Louisiana, the commission just shut it all down. Like, you know what I'm saying, for the pandemic, you know what I'm saying? So, like, we branched out, you know what I'm saying? Like, some of the Louisiana promotions had to run in other states. Like, you know what I'm saying, to keep getting their content going. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I made sure that I was involved with the promotions that was doing that. Like, some of them branched off into Texas, some branched off into Mississippi, Florida, all kind of places like that. I just made sure we kept it moving, all while still honoring my other obligations that I still had that was still rolling through the pandemic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because the majority of everything kind of shut down. So
Now, how would you compare, do you think is business back up to 100%, or do you think how's it looking? Are the fans coming back?
yeah, the fans never left. Like, that's one thing I can say about the fans. Like, the fans have supported 100% through the pandemic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they supported all the merch. They came to the shows, the virtual things that we started doing during the pandemic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the cinematic matches and stuff. They supported all that stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, like it just, it keep going. It's a process. It just keep moving. We just got to keep plugging at it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So.
Sure. What are some of the wrestling promotions that you're associated currently? You mentioned different states, and you said Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas. Who are you currently in association with?
Well, Pro Wrestling 225, Pro Wrestling Eagle, GSW, GCW. There's so many of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like AAW, AAWF. I just I just pick a spot and go. Like, it's the IMLL. I work a lot of places. Battle Zone, Pro Wrestling Eagle. I does a lot of places. I'm drawing a blank right now, but as long as that don't affect my envelope, I'm be all right.
and a lot of those promotions are based down there in the Gulf Coast region, correct?
That's where I've been like basing things recently, like right now since I've been back in the area, like, you know what I'm saying? But I work all around the country, so it's.
Can you kind of fill us in and tell us a little bit about it, because it's pretty strong?
Yeah, man. Like, it's historic. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's where all the wrestlers, all the wrestling, like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that came through this way. Like, you know what I'm saying? From Hulk Hogan on down. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people that came through the Gulf Coast. Like, you know what I'm saying? From the Pensacola all the way back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't came through.
Adrian Street.
Yeah. Yeah. Adrian Street. You know what I'm saying? Bullet Bob. All them cats, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That is, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a lot.
There is a lot of them.
Yeah.
And then there's a wave of new guys coming in there now. There's a bunch of guys. Who do you think's making heads turn down there right now?
Right now, I mean, BRE, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody that's associated with Big Ramp Enterprises or Big Ramp International, we just all do the thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? But outside of us, I would say like Ray Fury doing some good things, like you know what I'm saying, you know, it's a lot of people. Like, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of people. It's just a lot. Like people working right now, man. Like, you know what I'm saying, like everybody moving. Like, you know what I'm saying, like.
Sure. It's a good time to be a wrestler and a good time to be a wrestling fan.
The boom is coming again. They got another boom coming. They got, you know what I'm saying? They got multiple places to work. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, wrestling is here. It's here right now. You know what I'm saying? The fans, casual fans, re-engaging. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we got some stuff going on.
You know, me and a mutual friend of yours, our friend John Paul LeBlanc, me and him have been working on a book together. We've put my short stories and all his, not all his, because the book would be like 40,000 pages if we put all his pictures in it. But
yeah,
we put, I'm still going through his collection of wrestling photographs, but we're putting out a book. It has 35 of my short stories, and it has about 400 pictures that he has taken, and it's all over from, you know, Florida, Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, and Texas. And you know, I bring that up because you're in that book as well. There's a story about you in that book, and there's I can't tell you, there's a countless amount of you make your appearance probably on every 10th or 15th page.
Oh, all right. That's cool. I mean, 'cause y'all been moving all around, compiling stuff. So I've been a lot of the places where JP done been. So that it kind of makes sense.
Right,
Makes sense. Like I done been on the road with him. We done been on the road together. Like, you know what I'm saying? It makes sense. Like, so you probably would see me in there a lot. So that's dope.
I enjoy looking at his pictures. I think I'm getting to the point where I can pick his photographs out. You know what I mean? Because I've looked at so many of his collection, through his collection, where I'm getting so familiar with his work.
I'm most definitely familiar with his stuff like that. It's like I could tell when he done shot something. Like, you know what I'm saying? I guess because when I say I wear a lot of hats wrestling wise, I've also assisted him in taking like the promo pics and stuff like that. Like I used to come in with him and set up, and like, you know what I'm saying, and set up the background and all that. Like I try to help whatever promotion I'm working at in any capacity I'm working at, because I done wore so many hats in different places. So it's like wherever I could get in to help them at, that's why I'm in there. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I got to help set up something or facilitate, you know what I'm saying? It is, if I got to host, GM, run the raffle, you know what I'm saying? Manage some people, to do the commentary, just whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm in there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And you know, you guys are so connected with so many different promotions down there in the South anyway. So, you know, they see you coming in and they need a spot to fill. I'm sure they feel very comfortable, you know, going to you guys for anything.
Yeah, basically. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a lot of places where I went just to show support, and I ended up working. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey man, you got your stuff? I'm like, well, I always got my stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, then we work it out, you know what I'm saying, envelope wise, and then we end up. But I don't have no problem with doing that. I'm trying to leave the business in a better place than what I found.
Right. And you know what? That just comes from having a passion and a love for it, right?
Right.
People, you know, ask me, you know, because for a lot of years I was doing my website, writing stories, and, you know, before I wrote the Lance Von Erich book, I wasn't seeing anything in return, and people were like, well, why are you doing this? Because I love wrestling, man.
Right. There's something that that I like to see that actually me and Rodney Mackey should talk about a lot about that. All of us that's in wrestling, that's involved with wrestling, from the workers all the way down to the media and everything, is the people that's in wrestling like this. We all are gluttons for punishment. That's why we're in this business.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all gluttons for punishment. It is what it is. We all gluttons for punishment. That's why because you gotta be wired. You gotta be wired a little different to put your body on the line like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be wired a little different. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, even down to JP. JP is the photographer, right? But he ringside. So you know how many times he done almost lost his life, like just being right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like it's not for the faint of heart. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's a little quick fat man.
Yeah, that's right.
He's fast. He's really fast. You might not think he's fast, but he is fast.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's well, I took my wife last summer to Thunder Rosa's Mission Pro Wrestling to help me sell books. And yeah, she's always questioned me about why I like it and what is it about wrestling. And she saw that show and she's like, "Hey, if you go back to Thunder Rosa's show, be sure and take me," because she had a good time, man.
Yeah, especially at Mission. Yes, indeed. Thunder Rosa, she run a tip top organization over there. So it is what it is.
It was a good show, yeah. And she got, there was some of the humorous stuff. Like there was a girl that she was from France, and she was like she had a Gucci purse and a mirror, and had a brush, and she got in the ring and started brushing
Roche Chanel. Yeah, I already know.
She started brushing the hair of the referee, and my wife just got a kick out of that. Yeah. I said, that's why I like wrestling. That right there is the stuff that,
entertaining.
Yeah, it's entertaining for me, stuff that most people would like. Why do you find that funny, or why do you like that? It's just, I don't know, it's just different, You mentioned earlier that you're doing some acting. Tell us where we can find you, and when are you going to be getting the Academy Award, man?
Oh, I don't know about all that, but I've been popping up here and there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if people flicking through the channels, you might just see me on some weird things, some different things. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was in 2 seasons of The Purge that came on TV. I was in 2 seasons of Queen of the South. I was in 2 seasons of Queen Sugar. I've been working, like, you know what I'm saying? I was in Freeway Sean. I've been in a lot of stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just try to stay busy, and then when I get in the industry I get in, I try to hit it and attack it, like, you know what I'm saying, aggressively, to the point where I'll be in a lot of stuff. Like, just like the same way, like, I'm in your book, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do that with everything. The TV stuff, I jump into TV stuff. Like, I started as being an extra, and I worked my way up in the different things. But you know what I'm saying? But I don't have a problem with starting on the ground floor of anything. You know what I'm saying? So I can know, because I want to know about that stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to be able to talk from experience with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like even down with the actor stuff, I could, like, when I go on set now, I could talk to the extras and all that, because I sat in them tents that they be sitting in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Before I had a trailer, I sat in them tents. So I know what it's hitting for with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just like it's the same thing with wrestling. I sat in the crowd before I was able to be a part of the show. So I never forgot that. And a lot of people get in this business and they forget that end of it. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't come there to pop the boys in the back. You came there to entertain the people.
What do you think what is the, I guess, the charge that you get out of acting, doing the TV shows and stuff? The thrill, I guess.
Honestly, I think wrestling kind of brought that on for me. Like I was doing movies before I got into wrestling. I did like a couple films and stuff, but I wasn't really taking it seriously. But you know what I'm saying? Like wrestling got me able to channel different things. Like, you know what I'm saying, able to get in touch with different things, like as far as being on the mic in a different capacity, as far as not making music on the microphone, as far as me just public speaking and all kind of stuff like that. It just opened me up a little more to be able to take roles and, you know what I'm saying, and become another person, like just totally another person and being immersed in that. And you know what I'm saying, and go for what I know with it, and hopefully it'll entertain people. Like you know what I'm saying, I try to do that with everything, but with everything entertainment wise that I do.
Talk to us a little bit about your role in Queen of the South and what you did and who you played. And
Oh, and Queen of the South, my character name was Capo, and I worked originally for Elias, but Teresa Mendoza killed him and all of my crew that was with me, and I got down with her, and I made it to the end. I did not die at all in the whole series, and a lot of people died, so I made it to the finale, so it was all good. It was a wonderful experience working with all those people. I learned so much just being there.
and what about Queen of Sugar? Because me and my wife have even watched that for I don't know how many seasons. That was something that she was into for a while, and then I started watching it with her. What was your role in that?
Basically, like I like to say that I was the same dude. Like that's not canon or nothing, but I feel like a lot of times I play the same character. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of, so in my head, I done put them all together, and like, I'm about to put this reel together, like, of this dude, cause the majority of the time, it's like, I look like how I look at wrestlers the majority of the time. Like, I be in the suit. Like, I be in gimmicks down there. So it's like, it's the same dude.
Right.
I forgot. They're gonna kill me. I forgot. I'm starring in a movie called Tokyo Fight Club. Like that's a movie I'm starring in. I'm starring in that. It's a movie about me trying to save a girl that was in the elevator. But it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be me beating up a lot of people in the elevator. So that's gonna be kind of cool. So.
Absolutely. So what other than that, what else you got in the works right now? What can we keep an eye out for you in?
Okay, well, you know, I host a television show called Fat and All That. It's been on for over 20 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can check it out on, it's on YouTube too, but it's been coming on television for over 20 years. It's Fat and All That TV. Check that out. I've been I got a new album I'm dropping, and I got a new group album I'm dropping too. I'm in a group called Big Numbers with my homeboy Ike Numbers. It's BIGG, and it's numbers with a Z. Like, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all check that out. I'm about to re-release all my old mixtapes and all that from all the No Limit stuff and all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like right now we going with a full media push. Like, you know what I'm saying? So they can understand that I encompass a whole different part of this whole entertainment thing. Like, it's just not one thing. It's all that. You know what I'm saying? And I need them to know that that's not separate big ramps. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause like a lot of people that follow my music don't think I'm the same big ramp that's in wrestling. And then the people that follow my wrestling, they are it's like when they find out I made music like that on a level like that, they're like, oh my goodness, why are you here? Like, why are you here? Like, well, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you here? I'm like, I love wrestling. This is what I want to do. This is how I wanted to do it. Like, I could have easily just made a call and went to one of these bigger promotions, but I don't think I would have the longevity, all the accomplishments and things I've done in wrestling with that. Because I feel like they would have rolled me in. I would have been on like one or two episodes, and that'd have been it. My wrestling career would have been over. I'd have just been like something to pop the crowd, like, you know what I'm saying, and that's it. And they would have never took me serious with it.
But in this way, you're able to do all the other things that you enjoy doing too. You know, the music and the acting and.
Yeah. I'm able to kind of just do all the things that I kind of said that I wanted to do as a kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like when they asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up, the stuff that I'm doing is what I said. So I probably need to set the bar higher now. So I probably need to either become an astronaut or go to be president or something. I need to figure something else out. You know what I'm saying? Because as a kid, I said I wanted to, you know, do some sports. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be in some movies. I wanted to make some music. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to deal with wrestling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the stuff that I said I wanted to do, I did. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I checked the whole list off. So it's like inadvertently, this wasn't nothing I was setting out to do, that I was going to wear all these hats. I wasn't setting out to do that. Like, but that's the hand that I've been dealt life wise. So it's like, you know, I'm comfortable with it.
Yeah, very good. Hey, where can we find you on social media?
Okay, well, I'm Big Ramp TV. Like, that's all one word. Or you can go Big Ramp 504. Or you could just Google Big Ramp. I'm the only Big Ramp that's gonna come up. The only thing gonna come up besides that is the X Games, and I think that's awesome because I'm tired. Because I just come in with that too, so that's good.
Very good. All right, man. Well, I enjoyed talking to you today. Thank you for giving me the time. I think we've covered it all pretty good. Was there anything that we left out that you wanted to talk about?
Hey man, thank you for doing what you doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because we need more people like you doing what you doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then that's about it on my end, man. I just appreciate it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just appreciate it. So.
Yeah, and yeah, I do too. I like talking to you, and I appreciate what you do. You've always been easy to work with and fun to talk to. So yeah, we appreciate you as well. Well, let's wrap this bad boy up. And with doing that, I'll just say thank you very much. You're listening to the Wrestleville podcast, where wrestling lives.
Remember Lance Von Erich from World Class Championship Wrestling? Read all about his career in Portland, in Dallas, and overseas in his book, Lance by Chance, Wrestling as a Von Erich. You'll read passages by Dusty Wolf, David Manning, and Kevin Von Erich. 25 chapters in all. You'll be surprised by what you read. Get your book at lancebychance.com or on Amazon.